Hey guys, Deslater Magic here, and some of you may have seen a little promotional handout at your WPN location at your last F&M, or maybe even a couple ago. It was talking about some kind of Ravnica Weekend thing. Well, finally, October 29th, Wizards finally released what the hell that is, because, well, the full details weren't really on the card. So let's burn through this wonderful article written by Archive. It came out today, and it was written by Archive. You know what? I actually think there is somebody working at Wizards named Archive. So October 2018 marks the 10-year anniversary of the Wizards Play Network. Wow, that I actually did not know. I thought it would go back about 15. The organization through which your local game store gets promo cards, products like Signature Spellbook, and so on. If you've ever been to Friday Night Magic or a pre-release, you've been to a WPN member store. The WPN has been constantly evolving across its 10-year history, and it's my pleasure to introduce the latest step in that evolution, Magic Weekend, a rotating, quarterly, mid-season event. So this isn't just, oh, it's a guilds thing, ooh, Ravnica, oh, show up in cosplay. This is like a recurring event 4 times a year, so that's kind of interesting. From what I heard, there's a little bit of a twist to this. Hopefully they mention it. So Magic Weekend, an innovation event. Let me just pause and say that opening up Modern Masters to non-WPN locations and just jerks who sell too much of it online, getting rid of From the Vault, yeah, all you're innovating is ways to kill your WPN locations. So, in a way, Magic Weekend is less of an event than it is a category of events. Oh boy, they're doing everything that way with Magic Fest, which I'm sure they're done using that term already. Think of it like Battle Bond or Conspiracy. We call products like these our draft innovation sets, sets that get to break the rules a little, that get permission to do things other sets can't. They happen once a year and they're different each time. It's just a draftable reprint set, it's just mini masters. I mean, that's what every single one of these are. I mean, come on, Birds of Paradise? You can't tell me that's not a reprint set. Battle Bond was a glorified Commander Masters. So, Magic Weekend is the in-store play equivalent. It's our innovation event. The features will be new each time. Oh, so maybe it'll have like different rules. Like, oh, you start with 50 life. And then, oh, there were draft-specific cards in Conspiracy. Maybe that's kind of where they're going with this. I don't know. I did not read this yet. All I know is you better support Orzhov at this event, even if it makes no sense. So they say the feature will be new each time. That's kind of cool. On November 9th, Ravnica Weekend, Guilds of Ravnica will be the first of these. It begins with a simple idea we've never tried before. You know, without even reading the rest, I can almost guarantee that's not true. We thought there are events for players who want a social experience, for players who want competition, for players who want something in between, but what about players who want flavor? Who the hell is that? I mean, a lot of people are into the storyline and stuff, but like, by a lot, I don't mean more than even probably 25%. What would an event like that look like? What would the format be? What sort of prizes would we send out to stores? I feel like they're actually asking me at this point. Those aren't rhetorical. They're like, what should we do? Like, they literally don't know what they're doing, and they're asking us. We're going to find out in just over a week. You know what? Considering it's November 9th, maybe you should tell us now so that we can decide if we're going or not. How about that? Right now, local game stores around the world are planning for Ravnica Weekend Guilds of Ravnica and scheduling events for Ravnica Weekend Ravnica Allegiance. These events represent 2 variations on the same theme. Really, do they? I wouldn't have caught that. They're both all about Ravnica, each in their own way. Yep, I bet the guilds are different too. Oh, what do you know? They probably are. Ravnica Weekend, Guilds of Ravnica runs from November 9th through 11th. We expect these to be more like social events. The format is casual 4-pack drafts. Think of all the guild gates. No, seriously, I didn't add that. They wrote that in parentheses. Guild kit battles and D&D sessions based on Ravnica, taken from the Guildmaster's Guide to Ravnica, which is a real, actual D&D book. They did a crossover. I know, I'm shocked too. The prizes are foil basic lands, which look totally crazy, by the way, and 11 by 14 prints. Ooh, cool. Both of which celebrate the set's 5 guilds. It's almost like the next one will be the next guilds. Imagine that. So the Ravnica Weekend Ravnica Allegiance happens February 16th through the 17th, 2019. It's more of a tournament. This format is either standard draft or sealed. Your LGS will decide when they sign up with us. Plus more guild kit battles and D&D sessions. The prizes are massive foil full art rares. Ooh. A playmat, plus more guild prints and foil guild lands. So that one actually sounds better. If those prizes sound familiar, you may know what's coming next. We've collapsed promo items for Ravnica Weekend Ravnica Allegiance and the store championship into one kit. Oh boy. And the Core Set 2019 Store Championship that happened last September will be the last event of its kind. Oh, so they're killing store championships. I'm probably going to put that in the title. That was that little twist I was talking about. These two events are just the tip of the iceberg. At each new Magic Weekend, you can expect new ways to play the game that we all know and love. See you there on November 9th. Or the 10th or the 11th, since it's all weekend. Wow, they can't even stick to their own details. So what they're saying is this time around, it's up to your LGS what they want to do. Do they want to do D&D sessions and just give out participation foil lands, or, what's up? So casual 4-pack draft, I've never heard of that. That sounds crazy. You'd have a hell of a pool though, so I mean, that sounds cool. I hate draft though. Guild kit battles, now we're talking, but it's still kind of low power, and I think certain guilds have an advantage over other ones. I don't even honestly remember what's in the guild kits. I remember that they're guild cards, but I don't know how random or pre-made they are. But honestly, that sounds like the most unique part of it. I mean, 4-pack draft instead of 3. Oh good, that'll take longer and be more expensive. Wow, what an innovation. But the next one for Allegiance will actually be either standard draft or sealed. I'm going to push for sealed. I absolutely love sealed. So hopefully they can get anybody to show up to these. The issue here, I don't want to bury the lead, it's that they are replacing store championships completely, or as they put it so vaguely, we've collapsed promo items for Ravnica Weekend, Ravnica Allegiance, and the store championship into one kit. So the store championship prizes and promos are now in the same kit as the weekend thing. Okay, but then they said Core Set 2019 will be the last event of its kind, the store championship. So did you just ship out a kit together and they're not supposed to hold it? How are they supposed to give it away? It sounds like we're still going to hold it, and 2019 or M19, whatever, was not the last one. So I don't know what the hell they're talking about, but it's incredibly stupid and a complete way to lose money to not have constructed normal like F&M, but call it a store championship. That would have been way smarter. Just stick with that. People go to the store championship. The prizes are nuts. The attendance is always high. It's highly competitive. Some people are into that. If they're not, don't show up. You know why I drive sales? Because people have to build a constructed deck, because store championships were constructed. There are people now that only show up to the pre-releases and only show up to the store championships. Now you're telling them, oh, you don't even have to buy a single card. Just, oh, we're going to do a guild kit battle for this store championship. If that's even what they're doing. They're so damn vague about this that nobody can tell what they even mean, because they even said that the next one will be, well, it could be constructed. Or no, it's a standard. They said standard instead of standard constructed. Wow. So the next one you'll need a deck, and they'll incorporate the store championship into one of the days of the weekend and then still hold it? Or they're not going to hold it and it's whatever Wizard says, it's your pick of standard draft or sealed, or this time around a D&D event, which is obviously highly competitive. Or what did they say, a guild kit battle? Actually, or 4-pack draft. You have to do one of those for the store championship. I mean, they have zero details. They have done nothing to clarify this. I'm sure at this point somebody responded to the massive complaints and questions on social media, but I don't follow around the stupid staff on Twitter. I barely even use the damn thing, so who cares if there's an answer to it? I think this is incredibly stupid. They should have left store championships alone, just left them exactly as is. And once again, they just have the unbelievably stupid, selfish, egotistical opinion that the entire store should revolve around Magic. What if they wanted to hold a Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament that weekend? What if they had a Pokemon thing going on? What if they had a D&D event? You can't just say, oh, hey, if you want to be part of the WPN network and you don't want to get demoted or kicked out, run this event all weekend. The whole entire weekend is now our product. You have to showcase it. Your staff has to run this and basically only this, because, I mean, who's going to run 2 tournaments at the same time? It's not impossible, but it's not likely. Magic is down the toilet right now. There's nobody playing it in my area. We can barely get F&M to fire in my area. I mean, the attendance is crap. Nobody's playing. I guess people just aren't happy with the meta. I think it comes down to how much Shocklands cost. From what I've heard from people who aren't showing up, it's because, I just don't have the $50 to dump into a deck. So good job putting Shocklands in standard again. It's just like when you put Fetchlands in where nobody could afford to, build anything not mono. I mean, the players in my area are pretty damn cheap. So yeah, I think that's why they're not showing up, and a couple of them have told me that. I don't know what the hell happened with Yu-Gi-Oh, but oh my gosh, it's blowing up in my area. There's like 30 people every Friday go into their version of Friday Night Magic, which, yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! Totally ripped off Magic. I think they made it a direct competitor on purpose. They added a recurring event on the same day, so that's wonderful. But yeah, I think it's because of the giant rules change, where instead of turn 2 overpriced $1,000 garbage, it's just, you know, they changed how zones work, and now it could be like turn 4 or 5, and you can actually play something. None of this turn 2 OTK garbage. I mean, the whole thing of Yu-Gi-Oh! Was degenerate, and I'm glad they just effectively banned everything that was popular or good by changing the rules of the game. So yeah, that's seeing a resurgence. Force of Will might come back. Pokemon is still huge. Uh-oh, now I have to take my whole entire weekend and make it about Magic and hold multiple Magic events? Maybe stores will just say piss off. They'll just be like, we're not holding this. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of our staff's attention. You know, why would we do this big, huge, recurring multiple event thing when people already go to the pre-release and that's already what that is? And it's just dumb. I think it's asking too much of stores given the health and the popularity of Magic lately. It's really quite, I don't know, what would you call that? Disconnected from reality in the fan base, maybe, would be the best term. So yeah, to me, this is just dumb. I mean, to longtime Magic players who are having fun with the game right now, you might think, oh, an entire weekend with multiple events and some cool restricted sealed stuff. I love it. And yeah, I mean, I can kind of feel that. It's just the idea of it from a strategic marketing commercial standpoint, very dumb. And once again, they've got the clarity of mud when it comes to, are we still holding the store championship or not? You literally just contradicted yourself 2 sentences in a row. You said, oh, they're being rolled together and we're still sending out promos for the store championship. Oh, but the one you just went to is the last one. Well, thanks, Wizards. Those 2 statements completely contradict each other. Thanks for that. You cleared it right up for me. Well, scroll down to the comment section for people screaming, oh, they clarified it. They released additional information. Well, not on their main news site where I look. And if you think I'm going to follow their staff members on social media to get, like, actual details, no, not worth it. Not worth my time. Not worth reading all the bullshit they tweet. So anyway, thanks for watching. Let me know what you think about this craziness down in the comment section. I will see you guys next video.